If you want to find out how to impress a scout and give yourself a big tick in the box, then this is the video for you. In my last video, I talked about 6 key areas a scout will be looking for within a player in order to give yourself the best chance of getting scouted. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to impress a scout with your social skills. And at the end of the video, I am going to be giving you my PDF on all the football language you're going to be needing to communicate with your coach, your team players, and also during match time. So let's get back to social skills. So we talked about on arrival, do you greet your coach? Now, most players are going to be greeting their coach. Run up to them, shake hands, fist bump, hello coach, off they go. But what I'm saying is, and what I'm asking is, could we have more conversation? Could we shake hands, fist bump, how you doing coach, how's your day been? Week 2, could we go to the coach, fist bump, shake hands, say to the coach, that game what we played last week was really good. That team couldn't even get out of their half. Maybe have a 10-20 seconds chat about last week's game, off you go. Then next week you could go to the coach and say to the coach, how do you reckon my game went last week? Following week, coach, what do I need to do to improve my game? So on your journey, what are you achieving? So you're building up a great relationship with your coach. You can ask them how the game went, how they feel you played in the game, what might you need to improve. So you are building up a meaningful conversation with your coach. So we also talked about greeting players. So you might be in a team where most players talk to everybody, but there's going to be occasion where you're going to find maybe it's a new player. They've just arrived. Maybe the player's shy. So make a point to go out your way to actually make conversation with these players. Maybe you might have to get some questions planned out in your head when you go to training or a match. You might find them wandering around you. That's the time to pop that question and get chatting with them. Maybe a 10-20 second chat with them, and on your way. So within your club, you're building a great relationship with everybody. You talk to your coach. You can ask your coach about anything, and you talk to everybody within that team. We also talked about during the match, are you giving good feedback? Are you giving out positive information to your team, showing leadership skills? But we'll come back to that shortly. First, let's actually talk about your social skills when you go on trial. Now, you may arrive. Everybody's going to go and greet that coach when they go for a trial. So you could go to the coach and say, introduce yourself. Coach might ask you, how was your journey? You might say to the coach, oh, I left out really way ahead of time, and it was a cruise, and matter of fact it only took about 20 minutes to get here, so that was good. They might ask you what position you play. You can say, right, I play right across the midfield, but if you want to get the best out of me, you might play me as a CDM. Then they might ask you what team you support. Now here's your chance. Now when you answer what they say, you might say, I support Palace. And then now's your chance to ask them a question. Coach, what team do you support? Now you're building up a question and answers with the coach, building up a little relationship right from there. Then they might say to you, tell the team they support, and then they say, right, the balls are down there, you can warm up down there. And as you walk down there to warm up, there's a group of boys. You introduce yourself. You introduce yourself to the boys. The first thing you might hear is, what position do you play? So again, say the same thing what you say to the coach. Play right across midfield, but you'll get the best out of me from CDM. But here's your chance now. Now you can ask about, what position do you play in? And then that person might answer you. Then the next question you could ask, are there any midfielders here in the group now? Then you're going to start getting questions and answers from other players. You could also ask, who's the captain? How did you do last season? Now, before you've actually left this area, you could have spoke to 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe everybody in that group, and off you go. On the other hand, you could go to, on arrival, go to introduce yourself to the coach. Coach asks you, how was your journey? You could say, oh, well, I missed my bus what I was meant to go, but so it's a bit of a rush, but I've got her in time. Then they might ask you what position you play in. You might say left back. Then they might ask you what team. You might say Palace. Then they might say, there's some footballs down there, you can go and warm up. You walk down there, there's a group of boys, no introduction. Now, the boys in that group, or girls in that group, might not say nothing. It's a bit awkward now. Now, when you're going on trial, I want you to look at it like this. I want you to look at it like, these players maybe have been playing for maybe 1 season, 2 seasons, 3 seasons. Maybe they've been going to this club maybe 3 times a week. So this is like home. This is like extended family. So imagine you going into somebody's house, you don't know them, you got mum, dad, sister, brother, auntie, nan, all sitting down, and you just popping in, sitting down, not saying nothing. So just imagine that. Many people wouldn't be doing that. So imagine this happens for the first session. What are you thinking? What are the players thinking? Imagine this happens the second session. Now, what are you really thinking, and what are the other players thinking? Second session now, so now you've got the coach thinking, and the coach is going to be thinking, I wonder if this player is going to be fitting in. I wonder if this is the right team for this player. I wonder whether they're going to be comfortable. So you might say to yourself, you're best off taking the first option, which is introducing yourself. But even if I regard myself as, oh, I have got great social skills, I'll be okay. Get questions, right? Get a list of questions, combine a list of questions and answers. Prepare yourself for this. Get questions for the coach on your arrival, how you're going to introduce yourself to the team. Be prepared. This could be make or break right here. So prepare yourself. Just like you are going to be going to the park with a ball and you're going to be practicing your passing, your dribbling. Practice these conversations. It's so important that you actually know what you're going to do and be prepared for this. So we also talked about during the match. Are you giving out positive feedback? Are you showing leadership? Again, with this, get a list together. Get a list together of questions and answers. Positive, like positive words, for positive feedback, what you're going to give your teammates. Put a list together and practice this. You can practice this in your kitchen, your bathroom, your living room. You can practice this anywhere. But I would say it's most important to practice it. So you go on and you get a big tick in your box. So all in all, what have you achieved? How's your social skills within your team, within your club? You have got great conversation with your coach. You can actually go and ask them, how do they think you're playing, what you need to improve, how's their day been. You could tell them how your day's been if you want to be telling them. So you're having real meaningful conversations with your teammates. You can go around and you can talk to everybody in your team. So it's a great vibe what you're going to be having actually going to football, and hopefully you go on and you'll build up some real lifelong friendships within that group. And you also, during the match, you're giving your friends good feedback, encouraging talk. All of these skills will be impressing that scout to give you that big tick in the box. So if you want my free PDF on all the football language you're going to need, click in the description below and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss my next video, where I'll be giving you all the information on technical. See you in the next video.